A Heidelberg attorney is currently standing trial for allegedly buying a 13-year-old girl to use as a sex slave from the girl's mother. Now, Carel Schoeman, the attorney accused, is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and he is currently undergoing his trial. Now, what we do know about this case is that it is a very disturbing one. So, according to Carel, his own words, is that he booked a session after he liked a picture he saw on a website known as Sex Trader or Red Velvet, and he booked a session with this girl, and he thought that she was 18 or 19 years old at the time, and he obviously enjoyed the session that they had, because afterwards he booked a few other sessions, and then he approached the girl's mother with an offer, and that offer was 160,000 rand in exchange for her daughter. That's right, we are back to selling humans. And the mother allegedly accepted the offer because she accepted a down payment of 24,000 rand for this child. And afterwards, after accepting that down payment, she also accepted a vehicle that she could use. Now, Carel is currently undergoing trial. I will update you as soon as we know more on this case. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you want updates. But we're going to talk a little bit about the girl's mother. Now, this girl's mother is Mother of the Year. She is a contender for Mother of the Year, definitely. Because you know what? She has 4 children. And at the time, they were 13, 11, 9, and 6. Now, we can't name the mother because if we had to name her, then people can trace her on social media. And then afterwards, after tracing her on social media, you can identify the victims in this case. So I'm going to refer to her as Jane Doe. Now, Jane Doe is a 38-year-old woman, and we know that she is an adult worker. And I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem is that she allegedly forced her children into the same job. She forced her children to perform sex acts when they were minors, and she would travel. Her modus operandi seems to be that she would travel between guest houses in Boksburg, Heidelberg, Springs, Amanzimtoti. She would travel between all these guest houses, and then she would pimp out her daughters, and she would book sessions with this 13 and 11-year-old daughter for as much as 10 sessions a day at these guest houses. And she would allegedly keep all the money and only distribute some of it to her children. And another thing is that she would force the minor children to sometimes participate together in these sessions, and sometimes she herself would join. Another thing is that she did not give her children an education. She said that she was homeschooling them. But what we know is that the oldest in this case, a 13-year-old, she only had a grade 4 education, and the 11-year-old only had a grade 2 education. So she did not educate these children, thus trapping them in the system of human trafficking. Now, this mother, when she was arrested, she was put into Sun City Jail. That is a very famous prison in Johannesburg. It's a pseudonym for Johannesburg Prison. And she allegedly found love in jail, because we know from a news article that she tried to get bail again halfway through her trial, and we found out that she had found love with another inmate, and that inmate had since secretly been released, and thus the mother, this 38-year-old Jane Doe, put her new fiancé's house as a description for where she wanted to be released on bail. And she was facing 72 counts of including child rape, as well as sexual abuse of a minor, creating sexual abuse material. These are some serious charges that this woman is facing. Now, we also know that just before she was arrested, she wrote on social media a statement that said, "I did the crime, therefore I have to do the time," as well as people make mistakes. Yeah, people make mistakes, like spilling your coffee or running a red robot accidentally or bumping someone's car. That's a mistake. Selling your children into human trafficking and sex trafficking them, that is not a mistake. Now, we know that Carel Schoeman allegedly, he was given this 13-year-old child to be used as his sex slave, and what he would do is he would repeatedly rape her many times a day, and he would lock her in a room without food or water, and he would sometimes let her out to clean his office, right? To clean his office. And she was left in despair, basically. And we know that the children are suffering. Someone testified in court that the children are not doing well. We know that one of them has tried to commit suicide by swallowing a razor blade, because this matter has been dragging on since December 2022. And there is no closure. There is no closure yet for these victims in this case. Now, I will be following this. So if you like my content, consider giving me a like and a follow.